Caroline Wozniacki will very likely do the same thing that she did a year ago, as the former world know. One reveals that the US Open is probably her last tournament of the season. After stunningly coming out of retirement last summer, Wozniacki appeared at the WTA 1000 tournaments in Montreal and Cincinnati before also returning to the US Open via a wildcard. And Wozniacki's return to Flushing Meadows was quite something, as the 34-year-old Dane won her opening 3 matches before falling short to eventual champion Coco Gauff in the round of 16. Following a successful run in New York, 2018 Australian Open champion Wozniacki decided to prematurely put an end to her 2023 season and instead focus on preparing for 2024. On Tuesday, Wozniacki made a convincing start to her campaign at this year's US Open by destroying Noah Hibino 6-0 6-1 in her opening match. Afterward, a reporter brought up the move the former world know. One pulled after last year's US Open and asked if she was planning on doing the same again. I honestly don't know what my plans are after the Open right now. My initial thought is I'm probably not going to play after, but I don't know. I don't have a final say. Again, wherever I travel, I'm going to go with the kids, and I also have to see what's best for the family and myself, Wozniacki shared in her post-match presser. Wozniacki, who turned 34 in July, made her debut at Flushing Meadows nearly 2 decades ago in 2007. Since then, the 34-year-old Dane has made 15 appearances at the US Open, including this year. Very early in her career, Wozniacki started making deep runs in New York. She finished as runner-up to Kim Clijsters in the 2009 US Open final before picking up back-to-back semifinals exits at Flushing Meadows in 2010 and 2011. A couple of years later, Wozniacki also lost her second US Open final in 2014 before exiting the tournament again in the semifinal in 2016. Now ahead of her US Open second-round match against Renata Zarazua, Wozniacki hopes she can do something magical at Flushing Meadows this year. Well, I always love playing at the US Open. I think there are some tournaments throughout the year I enjoy a lot more than others. This is one of the tournaments where I love coming back. I love playing in front of a big crowd. I love New York in general, and I think that shows in my past results here, Wozniacki noted. So my enjoyment is great. I always feel like I bring some of my best tennis here in New York, so hopefully I can continue to do that. From match to match, it's obviously different, but I feel good. I'm very happy to be here. Wozniacki has the support of her family. In the press conference, Wozniacki highlighted that the physical part has been the most challenging of her comeback because she was out of action for 3.5 years before abruptly ending her retirement. While away from tennis, Wozniacki welcomed 2 kids with her husband. And now that they travel with her, the Dane shares that they haven't had any problems because her husband and kids enjoy their time on the road. They absolutely love it. I mean, I bring them everywhere. I think it's such a great life experience for them, even though they're so young, they don't know any better. This is your life, traveling everywhere, meeting new people, seeing new places. I think they've become really open kids from that, and they adjust so well to a new bed, a new hotel room. We came here this year, Olivia walks into her room, she goes, "Wow, this is a nice house we have here." I go, "Yeah, don't get too used to this." She goes, "Well, this is mine now." She runs in and she's so thrilled. It's just fun to see the world through her and James' eyes. It's nice to see how easy they adjust to everything. It's been a real joy to bring them and have them. Obviously, being a mom is also a full-time job, so juggling both is not always easy, but it's something that I'm so proud of and so happy to be able to do. Meanwhile, Wozniacki and world know. 92 Zarazua will be meeting for the first time in their careers when they clash on Thursday. After a dominant performance against Hibino, there is no reason not to think that Wozniacki isn't the favorite to saw off Zarazua and progress into round 3.